Good morning, everyone. This is our first meeting back since the retreat. And I went to the retreat and it was so joyous to meet many of you in person and really strengthen that connection in person and get to hug you all and dance with you all. Um, but I have to say, being back on Zoom and seeing all these faces and being back together is also a really joyous reunion for me personally. Um, and of course, we were all together, whether we were there in body or not. But anyway, this Zoom thing is actually pretty real. The energies we share, the healing we do, the work we do is really, it's really real. And that was one of the main things that I learned. You think that in person is going to be more real, but being on Zoom is really no difference in a lot of ways. So one of the big things that was stressed at the retreat was the importance of our good information state. And so a lot of the retreat was really very silly. It was silly dancing, silly games, pretending to be wild people, pretending to be babies, like all this stuff, right? These silly things we did to try to get out of our heads, get out of our ego mind, because Teacher Wei says these methods we do they're great and powerful and all that stuff, but really they're not being used at their full potential unless we come in with a fun, playful, love state. So I want to have time for sharing this morning, but before I want to have us do some silly dancing. And I would encourage, again, silly, wild, free, and connecting with each other. Yeah, Steph's got it. And just connecting with each other while we do it. And I really think this is going to be the most effective way of integrating and merging the retreat energy from the in-person part with our online group. So I am going to try to share the song. And please let me know if the sound is garbly. If it is, we will modify it. Can you hear it okay? Okay, okay, all right. Yeah, dance. Still okay or no? No. Is that better? Be crazy. All right, we're all fully integrated, big happy family. So that's the retreat in a nutshell. You've all received it now. Howla, howla, we are one. We are one happy family. So I would love to open up the floor for people to share who would like to about, I mean, whatever you would like to share about. But in particular, if you were at the retreat, maybe, share a few words to help others connect in. And I'll just open the floor up.
Well, I wasn't at the retreat, but I was home. Well, I was in East Lansing because my grandson was graduating from Michigan State. And it's been a real challenge for him. He was adopted by our son in guardianship in fifth grade, and he's native and Mexican. And these times have been really hard. And his girlfriend has been really sick. And he graduated with a degree in chemical engineering. The amazing thing was, I'm not fond of sitting through the names of all the people I don't know in a graduation. But the basketball coach came on in the beginning and said, "We ask you to stay, not just for the members of your family, but to see all of them as members of the larger Michigan State family and stay for the whole thing." Well, that kind of set me in a sort of a Ming Shui place. And they graduated 880 people in engineering alone. And they were clearly from all over the world. They were multicultural. Some of them were wearing their garb from their country. There was one young Hispanic woman who had a stole on that said "Si se puede," which means "I am able." And it was like this sense of being a part of the growing world of service, because they really emphasized how much this was for service. And it was stunning, and it was in a place I didn't expect it. I expected to suffer through all of those names. And instead, I felt people from all over the world making great accomplishments. And even though I was sorry not to be at the retreat, I was not for a moment sorry about my decision. So, howla.
Howla, Angie. Howla. Yeah, I mean, it's all about connection, right? So I see our beautiful family merging with that beautiful family. And that's how we make the world more beautiful. Thank you. Any other things that need to be shared or would like to be shared? Angie, go ahead. Hi, Angie. Hi, Rick.
Also, Angie. Hi.
Yeah.
I just wanted to share, I got so much more out of the retreat than I even could have possibly imagined. And I really wanted like this miracle transformation for my arm. And while it's not completely healed, I just wanted to share this good information that when we flew from Florida to California, I had to go through a different screening because I could not raise my arm up for the hold your arms up for 3 second machine. And on the way back, I held my arms up in the machine, so no problem. So
No problem. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Howla, Angie. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, that's amazing. You got your miracle transformation. Just every day, no problem, no big deal, miracles. Thank you.
I will share that, echoing what Angie said about I had a lot of expectations and it was even better than I thought it was going to be. Just the focus on being in the flow and tuning in to what everyone is doing and being effortless. Also, there was such an intimacy. I don't remember what day, but because it's all blurred together. But there was one day where he played some music and had us go dance around the room. And then when the music would stop, or at some point, he would tell us to switch people, and we would look at someone in the eyes for what in social, in any other social circumstances would have been a really awkwardly long time. But as I was connecting with people in their eyes and their hearts, I just had such a big smile on my face. Like I felt like I was seeing everyone's essence. And yeah, just so many things like that. It was very beautiful.
Thank you, Stephanie. La. Yeah, it's hard to know what to expect, right? But yeah, I would say energetically, also my expectations were surpassed. Yeah, there was like a new normal. There's a new normal coming home. Thank you.
Oh, guys, I don't even. Good
Robin?
morning. Good
Hi,
morning.
Robin.
Hi.
Hi.
My, oh, I don't even know how to begin, and I don't even know that there's words, but I ended up going at the very last minute because I had a feeling that I wasn't enough, that I didn't understand enough to go to the retreat. And then I realized when I was in nature healing the week before that I could have an opportunity to be with, and long story, but just 3 days before the retreat and bought a plane ticket and went, and it just, I really had no expectations, and I just had the most amazing week. And it was kind of interesting because one of the things that bothers me, my horrible dry mouth, was totally gone for 6 days, just unbelievable. But when I couldn't find my Uber outside, I had to leave early. It came back with a vengeance and has been back ever since. So I just have a little work to do. But Howla, I am so grateful to have been with everyone that was there. It was, oh, I can still feel all of you. Just, I'm so happy it went.
Thank you, Robin. Howla. That's so awesome. Hey, if you could turn the dry mouth on and off,
Yeah, I know. It's, I've
that'd be
always
fun.
felt that there was an underlying, and I still felt like I mean, it was just a momentary thing that Uber was in the wrong place. It was there, no problem. And I felt like I flowed all the way home. But I think it's what he was talking about, that there's something subconscious that was tapped in the retreat. And I can feel like, oh, I'm in this perfect state. But I think I have like the canary going,
That's okay. You can do it.
Yeah,
It can happen
but I
once.
know,
Yeah,
I
no
know
problem. Yep.
I've done it. I've done it for 6 whole days. So it just means that I have some exploring and curiosity and whatever to tap into what I tapped into there. So awesome.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi,
Hi, Linda.
hi. Um, so I wasn't able to fully attend the retreat, but I live not that far away. So I decided to go down and just for the short period of time that I was able to be there. And it was so amazing. Um, just I actually really loved being able to meet people in person. And one of the things, two kind of significant things that happened was number one, I've been practicing qigong with a friend on Zoom, in New York who I've never met in person, and she was coming to this retreat. And so it was just so amazing. There's a couple people, Alma is somebody that I got to meet in person too, that we've seen each other on Zooms. And the what I received in the short period of time that I was able to be there was amazing. Um, and also, Megan, I'm looking forward to running into you in town because we learned that they're literally, I go on walks and I walk by Megan's house. So that was incredible. But just a couple of quick things I wanted to say. One was, so I live north of San Francisco, and the traffic is kind of insane. And I found myself driving down to go to the center, just kind of like, oh, boy, I haven't been in this traffic in a long time. I don't come to the city. And it was kind of intense. And when I left to come home, the drive home is the same drive. It was the same traffic, but I was just relaxed and accepting. And it was just a smooth drive home. And then when I got home, the whole energy of the experience, I was so much more patient, and I was kind to my husband. He gets the brunt of things whenever anything's going on. And I think that's normal for most people, but just, I just was so appreciative of everything that I have, and especially my spouse. And I've been able to keep, there's just more awareness and there's more patience. And that in itself is a huge gift for me. Just that piece of it. So I just, it was worth it even to go for a very, very short period of time and to meet everybody and be in the presence of Teacher Wei and receive a healing from him, which everybody did. Well, it was from him, but he led it, but it was from everybody, and it was the whole chi field. So I just, boy, I really hope that we can do this every year, that he can come back. That would just be amazing. So anyway, I'm very, very grateful for that whole experience and for meeting everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. Howla, Linda. Howla. Yeah, I had no idea that a Chi Buddy was my neighbor. And Linda, Eleanor is interested in starting a practice group, so we might in person, FYI. So
Fabulous.
to be continued. Yeah, you snuck out, and so I was gonna try to figure out how to get in touch with you. So yay, glad you
I'll come knock on your door.
Yeah, perfect. That sounds, yeah, wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I really identify with that, relationships just miraculously shifting and changing because of the retreat. My husband and Ben also came to the retreat, my husband, and we walked through our door, and our 13-year-old daughter took one look at us and she's like, ew, you guys are getting along now? Gross. Yeah. And it's been so harmonious coming back home. And that never happens when we come back from vacation. So miracle. Yeah.
And not being triggered by drivers, because that's one of my big triggers. I mean, noticing it. Oh, went there again. Don't have to go there. Let the person in front of you. Fine.
No,
Little things.
huge. That's huge because there's so much fear, right? Like it's triggered in driving. So yeah, miracle. Awesome. Howla.
Hello.
Thank you.
I'd like to share.
Please, Roseanne.
Okay. I was not at the retreat, but I have never felt so embraced, so part, so this field so strongly. There were many of us who practiced together while you were in retreat, and we were together in the field. And this is what the way I'll describe it is, I have been blessed to be a part of many great indigenous ceremonies, the great cycles of life and of the seasons of the year. And in every great ceremony, there are the dancers, and there's the drum, which is another prayer, but there's the supporters, And the supporters are very important. They are as much a part of that as, and I felt that so much while you all were in the retreat, and that we were together, if you will, in prayer, but where we were practicing consistently with each other and saw each other every day. It was like being in the arbor, praying for you and with you and feeling the blessings of everything. And from the moment I was told to expect Teacher Way's feet to be in this land, on this earth, with us, on this continent, my heart just felt so wide open to all of you and to him and to, the gifts of all these teachers and ancient ones we're learning about. It was so real to me. And I want to thank you for the powerfulness of your presence in that retreat, and for everyone that we practice together supporting you. So that's my thank you again.
Thank you, Suzanne. Howla. Yeah, I actually talked with several people about feeling that. There was a really palpable sense that there was a circle around us, and it felt like a circle of prayer. That was the imagery that came through. Um, yeah, when we did the healing, when Teacher Way gave us healings, it wasn't just, we came up and Teacher Way healed us. It was Teacher Way in the center with the individual, and then surrounded by the healers and teachers holding this column of space, and then surrounded by all the other participants, and then surrounded by you. And, Dr. Pong would always say, like, I'm not healing anyone. If I had to heal everyone, I'd be exhausted. Like, it's us. We're all healing. It's the field. And it was really palpable and powerful. So thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to add that I think it might have been the first day Teacher Wei asked us all to connect with all of you in the field, the everyone that wasn't there, and he also thanked Master Ming Tong for the foundation that he set for so many of us to get us here, and it was really beautiful. I think we all felt very connected. Pam shared some information with me about a practice group that you guys did connecting with us. And I told Teacher Wei about it, and he just had a big smile, like almost like he was saying, what else would you expect? We are,
Yeah. Thank you. Hala.
I need to add just a little bit,
Please.
and that is our incredible gratitude for Suan. Suan gifted us sound baths every day. And on the last evening, she moved her instruments to the chapel, which I didn't realize she'd done earlier, but laying on the floor of the chapel, there was just a few of us and listening to Suan. Suan, I am forever so incredibly grateful for you and your incredible generosity of spirit. Thank you.
Hala. Robin and Swan. Thank you, Robin, for mentioning Swan. Yeah, Swan's music was this complete unexpected gift.
Mhm.
She trucked musical instruments that weighed more than herself all the way to California and was so in baby heart. Swan, your baby heart was shining so strongly, and she would just know which moment to bring out which instrument and which music. And one day she just ran up ahead of us and started a concert in the stairwell with her flute. And it was just, there was so much music, intentional music helping us move the energy through. And the sound baths, it was like being covered with this beautiful sheet of water, like, just submerged just gently in this gorgeous bath. It felt like water, and it would just help move all the energies through, move everything through. And we did record a few of her sound baths in the chapel at night, and they're on our YouTube channel. So, and there's links in the chat that if you're interested in hearing a few of those sound baths, they're really powerful, even in recording form. Yeah, thank you so much, Swan. Thank you.
And thank all of you. I received so much love, and in the field of the sound bath, it was like all your baby hearts were coming back to me. It was like the first time I've been able to let go of all nervousness. The first day I was nervous, maybe a little bit the second, but after that, it was like I just loved coming and sitting there and being in the moment. I didn't worry about what was going to come out, and it just was like it all flowed. And there's some words that came in this morning. I got home at 10 last night, um and there's a little something coming through about that kind of flow and letting go, and just being together in that field together was it was so healing for me. It brought me a feeling of peace, trust, like trust in the field and everything that I haven't had before. Trust has been a big one for me. And so I received a real healing around trust and feeling totally, comfortable, relaxed, letting go. And so it was the, I didn't expect that. I was working on my shoulder and all this other stuff. And by the way, the shoulder is almost healed. So I want to dovetail with the other shoulder story and all of that, that there was a deep healing, and that had to do with my heart. I know, because the shoulder and the arm, it's all heart connection. And there was so much heart there, just so much baby heart. And no one was ever complaining. It was like, it's the best retreat I've ever been to in terms of everybody was entrained. There was this entrainment that made everything, I mean, beautiful. It was a beautiful life there. And I was able to bring that beautiful life home. And I'll just tell this little story, because I have all of these metal tubes. And there was one that didn't fit in the check-on suitcase, and it was in a tube specially packed. They let me carry it on the plane coming to San Francisco, and my flute, they let me carry those two things on. But coming back, I went through, the security, and then they called me over, and the security woman said, "You have to go back and check this." I said, "Well, they didn't make me do that on the way here. What's the difference?" And she said, "Well, it's considered a weapon." And I thought in my mind, "Oh, okay, this is a weapon of love. Okay, this is really good. It's a weapon of love." And I didn't get upset. She said, "You have to go back to, check in and, check it." And I got there 2 hours early, so I was really glad, because I needed that time. And, went back and checked in and said, "Well, they said I have to check this in. It didn't pass security." I didn't tell them it was considered a weapon, but I should have said what I was thinking. But, and I said, "Oh, so he said, "You've already checked a bag." I said, "Oh, yes, it didn't fit in there." I said, "How much are you going to charge me to check this one?" And he looked in the computer, and he looked back at me. He said, "Well, this time I'm not going to charge you anything, but you need to find another way." And so it all flowed. I got back in the line, went through, and got to the gate like 10 minutes before they were boarding. So it was all Mingjue love and peace, and everything flowed. So it was a great experience all the way around, and just howla to this big family, this big loving family. Howla.
Howla, howla. Thank you, Swan. Thank you so much. Yeah,
Oh,
please go ahead.
thank you all for the beautiful envelope of love gift, love, money, love. It was really, it just, yes, no words for the generosity of spirit and everything.
It's an honor to be in reciprocity with you, Swan, for all of us. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Swan, I mean, there was so much, like Swan said, entrainment between us all. And so as one person's going through something, like it naturally shifts in others. And I actually felt that directly with you, Swan. So I was really grateful. Yeah, thank you. Any other shares? Oh, Irene, yes.
I just want to thank Megan and all of you for your beautiful shares this morning. I just felt like I wanted to ask someone to teach this morning and lead who had been in the retreat, since I unfortunately couldn't go at the last minute. And yet, when Suan was talking and mentioning her shoulder, it dawned on me. I fell 2 months ago, and I've been having issues big time with my shoulder. I fell on my my right shoulder, breast, and my sits bone. And I was really actually having some anxiety about being in a flight, sitting down for 6+ hours. And I'm like, it's gonna be okay, how loud? But I just realized as Suan was talking that I am sitting here in my chair. I'm not moving, I'm not. And so hala. So I received that healing as well. So thank you for that. Like you let it go and you don't pay attention to stuff. Like my partner's often, I don't mention things to her often because it's like, are you okay? How do you feel today? How do you do, so I try to not do that. I don't pay a lot of attention to it. And obviously I haven't been paying much attention to this. So, but you mentioning that, Suan, I was like, interesting. So how lot of that, and also to your beautiful music, Megan did post in your during your free time. I know you all couldn't use your videos or camera during Teacher Way stuff and lectures, but she posted a beautiful recording that you made your first night or so, and it was so beautiful, like to feel into that. And I posted it to the participants and on our and Megan did it on our website, and it was such a gift to feel that um that oneness and that invitation. It felt very inviting. So thank you for that. And yeah, I'm just grateful to be here and that we're all here together, you know. And I do want to mention one thing about Shayna this morning. She's having some issues with her left side of her tooth, a lot of issues, and so let's keep her in the field of unconditional love here. She may need to decide a decision she may not want to make. So we keep her in this beautiful, loving, healing field. Hala. And thank you, everyone. Lovely to see you this morning.
Thank you, Irene. Hala. We are one. We are one. Yeah. Any other words?
I forgot to mention that our laughter practice starts tomorrow. If anyone wants to join us tomorrow afternoon, we're just taking that theme of laughter and I okay forward. So
Well, what time is that, Steph?
it's 3 Eastern and it's only going to be about 45 minutes.
So 12 Pacific, 3 Eastern in Steph's Zoom room. And if you go to the links in the chat, you'll be able to get there. Thank you. And we do have a practice now Thursday mornings in Irene's Zoom room. So same time, same place, 7 a.m. Pacific, except for the weeks that Cynthia Lee teaches. So this Thursday we'll meet again. You're all invited.
And also your healing, nature healing tonight.
Yes, nature healing resumes tonight. It's a Mingshui healing that Elizabeth will be leading at 5 p.m. Pacific in my Zoom room. So also at the links in the chat. A lot of opportunities to soak in good information fields. It's, again, the biggest take home for me is like, yeah, yes, the practices, yeah, they're great, but really it's important to be really meticulous on maintaining the good information, even when it's really difficult. And that laughter and dance and singing are really effective tools for breaking stuff up. We had the teaching again, but we've had it before last year, that ha ha ha, I hate you teaching, that like paradox that Teacher Way is asking us to step into, of like, being really triggered by something and being able to laugh with it also. So that's what's in the field right now. And lots of opportunities to practice together if it's hard to do it yourself.
Vivi, did you want to say something? You're unmuted.
Well, I had one more story from the retreat. And Megan, this is really inspired by what you said about coming home and your daughter's response, which really cracked me up. Right before I came to the retreat, I got a call from my brother. And I think some of you know, I went to my sister-in-law's, deathbed really, in November when she was dying. And then I went back to the memorial in England. So you don't know my brother, so I feel okay telling you the story. But he's in his 70s, and he called me right before the retreat to let me know that he's dating a 40-year-old with a 15-year-old son, and they met at the Royal Automobile Club, which is a club for rich old men, basically. And she's a member of it. And I have to tell you, I was so royally triggered. I just, I was beside myself. And I thought, this is so ironic. I'm just about to go to this retreat. And here I am. I mean, I was laughing at myself, but I was royally triggered. I wrote him a text. And this is where I wanted to be. And I said, I will support you in doing whatever you want. This woman is younger than his kids, and his daughter is deep in grief still. And we definitely will have to support her through this. And I said, but if you're really into this woman, I will support you all the way. And all I want for you is to be happy. And that was where I wanted to be. It wasn't where I was yet, but that's really where I wanted to be. Then I went to the retreat, and as everyone's saying, we had such a good time. I mean, my favorite part of it was rolling around as a baby on the floor and with Teacher Way and all of us. I mean, we all became complete babies. It was just so wonderful. And I suddenly realized a few days into it that I had no reaction to what was going on with my brother. Absolutely none. What I had written, I absolutely felt. I will support you in whatever. I just want you to be happy. And if and to myself, I was feeling it. And if his daughter really has conniptions about it, which I'm not going to put an expectation on it, but I suspect she might, we'll support her, in whatever way she needs. We'll just take it moment by moment. So I just felt so like, I didn't work on it. I didn't fix on it. And I was in Mingshui a lot. And look what happened. Oh, wow. Howla to that.
Howla! Thank you, Vivi. That's just such a gift. It's such a gift. Like, none of us want to be triggered by stuff. We just want to be in peace, right? I mean, none of us want to be angry. Um, it's beautiful. Thank you.
As Teacher Wei says, it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. No problem. No problem. Fake it till you make it. And when in doubt, dance, laugh, sing, and roll around like a baby, I guess. Teacher Wei is a terror baby, by the way. He like very destructive crawling baby. Yeah.
And I loved how he used his head as we were crawling around, poking us with his head.
Knocking us over, unblocking stuck energy. Yeah. Yeah, he's really in the moment. He doesn't do schedules. You can't pin him down. You can't track him. You can't control him. Like, he is just present, even as a toddler. So, Adele. Hi, Adele.
Hi, all my new friends that I met, Angie and Rick and Lucy and Linda. It was so cool to meet you all. Oh my gosh, my heart's just, oh, so much more expanded since the retreat, and especially with myself. So I'm so grateful for that, of giving myself grace when I was triggered, um, which I was. Um, I came in, it was so calm before the retreat. I've never felt such calmness going into a retreat. And then, of course, I had chi purification, and it was very uncomfortable for me. And it still is. However, I've got a natural breathing into my lower dantian that I did not have going into the retreat. So how la for that. Um, but the really funny thing is, I have knee issues, and I kind of fell back on my shoulder. I was sitting in a roller chair, and I was leaning far forward, and the chair just like went boom right out from underneath me, and I caught myself. My shoulder doesn't hurt. So I'm what, like the fourth shoulder that has been healed. So I just thought that was really funny. It was like, yeah, my shoulder doesn't hurt. So um I don't know, but it was just a dream come true, really. And I feel so much more connected to this community after transitioning out of Chi Center community. And I feel like I've landed. So thank you all for your beautiful selves, your beautiful baby hearts. I feel so blessed.
Thank you, Adele. Howla.
No.
It's such a pleasure to meet you too. Howla for all of our shoulders healing, all of our baby hearts opening. Karen.
Yes, and I just want to make a note, all these shoulders, and I too, in the last week, I've had this shoulder issue since about October, November last year. And it has been progressively getting better since February, but it has made leaps and bounds. The whole shoulder, the pain, the arm, the usage is so I thank you all and the powerful energy um, field and all the love that's been shared between us all in Teacher Way. I was not at the retreat, but it was there. We were there. As Roseanne was saying, there's a connection that you almost palpable. You can feel it in the field when we practice. So I appreciate everybody's share and everybody's shoulders. Thank you, thank you. Allah.
Allah. Allah to all the shoulders. Love it.
Allah to putting our burdens down, letting go of all the burdens that we carry. I just saw that when you were speaking about the shoulders, and it just feels like we're letting go of all the burdens. There's nothing to carry anymore. So thank you, all of us, and our shoulders.
Allah. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you for tying that together. Well, I thought I'd lead a short practice, and inspired by one of the practices we did at the retreat. And I won't do the whole thing this time, but it was a practice where we kind of 3D printed ourselves new bodies. Yeah, so thank you so much for all the good information, all the connection, for feeding the field so that we can enter this practice in our best states, in our most connected and loving and trusting states. So feeling your feet on the ground, connecting in with the vastness of Mother Earth, the solidness and the groundedness flowing up through our legs, into our bodies, into lower dantian. You can gently close your eyes. And then connecting in with Huanyan Qi at the top of the head. Again, allowing this infinite energy source to flow in through the top of your head, through Shenji Palace, and into your body. And allow your Mingshui, your pure consciousness, your observer to merge with Shenji Palace in the center of your head. Allowing the observer to merge with the pineal gland energy center. Breathing. And saying the end sound to ground and structure this Mingshui presence. Mm. 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 Feeling a smile in every brain cell, allowing every brain cell to be filled with all of the good information we shared today, all the love and the joy, filling every brain cell. Mm. Mm. Allowing the brain inner space to merge with universe chi. Mm. Mm. And filling the head inner space with pure emptiness. Shoo. Shoo. Head, inner space, empty and open. Our Mingjue merges with the neck, inner space. Shu. Neck, inner space is empty and open. Shu. Mingjue merges down our beautiful healed shoulders and arms and hands. Shu. Shu. Open and clear. Mingjue merges with the heart, inner space, our precious baby hearts, lungs, breasts. Shu. Shu. Mingjue merges with our lower abdomen, all the organs, liver, gallbladder, spleen, pancreas, intestines, stomach. Shu. Shu. Mingjue merges with our kidneys, reproductive organs, our pelvis. Shu. Shu. Mingjue merges with the spine, upper spine, middle spine, lower spine. Shu. The entire central nervous system flowing in Mingjue consciousness. Shu. Mingjue flows down the legs, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, feet. Shu. Shu. Open and clear. We feel our entire bodies and chi bodies merged with Mingjue consciousness, merged with universe chi, merged together in this room, merged with the collective consciousness field. We sit beside Teacher Wei, Dr. Pong. All the sages are here with us right now. Shu. We allow our Mingjue consciousness to expand and encompass all. Shu. We are one. We are Mingjue love. Feel that love flowing through your body, flowing through your field, echoing through the universe, unconditional. We are Mingshui peace. We are Mingshui happiness. We are Mingshui gratitude. We are Mingshui trust, trusting ourselves, finding safety and peace in our trust. We are Mingshui freedom. We are already whole. We are already healed. No problem. No problem. Breathing into lower dantian, feeling your breath and Mingshui consciousness merging with Mingmen inner palace. Just breathing, just being. And slowly bring your hands up, holding a chi ball in front of lower dantian. We will go through the 4 energy centers, merging and transforming. Opening the chi ball. Close. Open. Close. Open. Open. Merging with universe chi. Close. Drawing universe chi deep inside Mingmen inner palace. Open. Close. Open. Close. Coming to a pause, lifting the chi ball up to Huanyan Palace at the solar plexus. Open. Close. Open. Close. Open. Close. Open. Close. Close. Open. Close. Coming to a pause, lifting our chi ball up to the heart center, middle dantian. Open. Close. Open. Moving from the elbows. Close. Open. Close. Open. Close. 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 Open. Coming to a pause, breathing and relaxing, lifting this chi ball up to upper dantian, merging with Shenji Palace. Open. Close. Open. Close. Open. Close. Open. Close. Open. Coming to a pause, lifting the chi ball up, 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 merging with the center of the universe, merging, allowing the chi ball to receive the infinite energy and blessings of Huanyan Chi. Breathing in, holding the breath for a moment, noticing all the chi centers merged together, open and clear, and pouring chi down, pouring this beautiful love light into the top of your head, pouring chi down into upper dantian, through the neck, over and down the shoulders, through middle dantian, through Huanyan Palace, lower dantian, and down the legs. Breathing. Now I'll invite you to stand up. We'll do big circulation and 3D printing ourselves a new body. So feet together, tailbone tucked, spine straight, shoulders down, chin gently tucked, head rising to the sky, Gently lift up a precious chi ball, lifting up chi, bringing chi over to the top of our heads, breathing in, holding the breath for just a moment, and then allowing universe chi to flow into your hands, receiving all of the abundance. There is no lack. There is plenty and enough for all. Allowing yourself to receive these infinite blessings, this infinite healing energy, and allowing yourself to receive the original blueprint of health and wholeness for yourself, your family, and your community. Allow this to pour into your hands generously, completely. And then slowly pour chi down, bringing Mingshui awareness and consciousness into pouring this chi down as we slowly going through the head, slowly imagining printing ourselves a perfect, healed, new body. Through the face, we are already healed. Through the neck, allowing every aspect of ourselves to be restructured, to flow more love. Through the shoulders, the arms, the hands, bringing our 3D printer down through our heart, lungs, and breasts. Everything is perfect and beautiful. Breathe into the beauty as you continue sending this Huanyan Qi down into the abdomen, Huanyan Palace, through all the organs, kidneys, liver, stomach, spleen, pancreas, intestines, reproductive organs. Bringing this beautiful energy down, down. And then gently tuck your chin and we'll bend forward. Tucking the chin, bending forward, vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly bending forward, continuing delivering chi down the legs, down, down, down. And then scooping a precious chi ball and merging it with the center of the earth. And then again, allowing this abundance of the earth to flow into your chi ball. The earth grows everything. Everything grows out of the earth. The earth's energy is infinite and freely and generously given. Allowing the earth to merge with your chi ball and then slowly raise up from Mingmen, raising up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, lifting this earth chi up, lifting up. Bringing this chi ball up, merging heaven and earth, merging this chi ball with the center of the universe, allowing the beautiful sunshine light of Huanyan Qi to fill this chi ball, merging and transforming our earth energy with our heavenly energy to create the perfect healing energy and blueprint for our bodies. Breathing in, noticing how all of our energy centers are open and clear and merged, and then pouring chi down, slowly pouring chi down with Mingshui consciousness, allowing this beautiful energy to print ourselves a perfect new body, starting with the head, slowly restructuring every fiber of our existence for love and peace and happiness and gratitude and trust, going down the neck, slowly merging this energy down the shoulders, arms, and hands, through the heart and lungs and breasts. All beautiful, so beautiful. Printing ourselves new lower abdomen, all the organ systems, beautiful and perfect, functioning perfectly, all energy flowing freely through the lower abdomen. And then gently tucking the chin again, we'll bend forward, bending forward, vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly bending down, bending forward, bringing energy through the legs, through the feet, and then merging again our energy ball with the center of the earth, merging this energy ball with all the generosity, breathing, and then coming up by Mingmen, raising up, raising this beautiful energy ball up, coming up vertebrae by vertebrae, breathing, raising the chi ball up, merging Earth's energy with heaven energy, allowing the energy to flow freely. And then pouring chi down, pouring chi down. One more time, we'll print ourselves a beautiful, beautiful new body, delivering chi to the head, the neck, middle dantian, staying upright this time, Huanyan Palace, lower dantian, and down the feet. Breathing and noticing. And we'll just do a little bit of caterpillar to integrate this all together. So moving from Mingmen, moving Mingmen back and forward, and just allowing the spine and the head to follow in gentle movement. Imagining yourself to be a caterpillar crawling up a tree, undulating your body, crawling up a tree. And breathing, breathing into Mingmen Inner Palace. Moving with Ming Shui. And then when you're ready, coming to a pause and bringing hands together to meet at Duchi. Coming back to our seats when you're ready. Thanks for practicing today, everybody. Thank you for deeply connecting, for opening your hearts. It's so good to be back together again. Have a beautiful day. Much love. And we'll see you soon. I know. All right. Take care. Bye.